I don't know if I know the answer to this. Describe from the lowest to most upright. Low crawl, back crawl, sniper crawl, high crawl, monkey crawl, rush. Prone method 1, controlled to prone, standard military method. Prone method 2, dive to prone, emergency or combat rush, also known as the dolphin dive. Prone method number 3, kneel to prone transition, stealth or controlled. And prone method number 4, roll to prone, dynamic or evasive. So low crawl.
Are you gonna demo it? Oh yeah.
Yes, low crawl is...
Yeah, you're unslinging.
Yeah. I'm trying to. Did I put my fucking backpack on this?
As a note, some guys will do their rucks last. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, and that's why. So, low crawl, be like this, your heads up.
Nope. Low crawl's all the way down with your
ear to the ground.
I think it might be similar, but no, you're doing the sling drag. The across the arms is the high crawl.
Oh. Okay.
So you're so this is the most intense cardio, but it's the kind of like in different patrols there's speed or security. This is the most secure. This assumes you have some kind of cover. Otherwise, you're not going to do this out in the open. Generally, I guess. Because he's going to be going to like get to his next actual cover or concealment position. Mm-hmm. So you're basically you're dragging your rifle along with you, and it's keeping your knees behind your butt as much as possible. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, high crawl. Now we can go faster, but it's less secure. And yeah, that's the one where you're going to be cradling your gun. I can't remember if you do. So I can go faster. Does it say on the same leg or not?
No.
I think some you keep the same like dragging leg.
Yeah, I think with high crawl you're alternating because of the speed.
That felt more natural. I've literally never done these myself, so.
Want me to go back to low crawl? I didn't realize you wrote so much on it.
Oh, descriptions? Yeah, try that or read that.
So low crawl, this movement provides the highest level of security while being the most taxing / physically exerting. It's used to move stealthily under low cover, such as tall grass, barbed wire, or enemy observation, while minimizing exposure or detection of fire. It is a slow, deliberate movement that keeps the body as close to the ground as possible to avoid detection and maintain concealment. The low crawl is selected when the route covers cover or concealment less high than 1 foot. Visibility provides the enemy good observation, and speed is not required. Start by lying flat on your stomach in the prone position with your legs extended and arms bent at the elbows close to your body. Keep your weapon cradled in your arms alongside to prevent it from catching on obstacles or making noise. Ensure the muzzle is clear to the ground to avoid dirt or debris. Face the direction of movement and keep your head low to avoid silhouetting. So was that the high crawl that you were just describing?
That sounds like low crawl.
Yeah. And then another caveat that I illustrate for you guys is I'm going to pretend this salal is grass here. So if I'm low crawling through this, I don't want to just plow over it. I want to use my hand to kind of push it to the side
Yeah.
to minimize movement. So if I'm down here, then I kind of want to push that stuff away as I go. If I don't do that, then it's just going to cause a bunch of movement and give away your position. But I think that's the difference between like being super stealth and just trying to get somewhere. But all movement attracts the eyes, so you want to try and minimize that as much as possible. So
especially when it's telegraphing up through your
exactly. So with something like this, I might take like a full minute to clear that stuff out of my path and really slowly press it down before I go over it.
Yeah, there was a video covering this too, because very similar to this, or think even taller kind of trees, and a little wiggle at the base is going to make it flap around.
Yeah, it's a huge indicator. The eye goes directly to that movement.
All right, high crawl.
Jeez, there's a lot on that.
First, eat a bunch of mushrooms.
You gonna go to that or back crawl?
Oh, high crawl, because it's a progression. Low crawl, the most slow, taxing, safest. High crawl, a little less safer, little faster. It's still the, I'm trying to get here, there from here.
Alright. High crawl. In an infantryman context, the high crawl is an individual movement technique used to move quickly and quietly across terrain while maintaining a low profile to minimize exposure to enemy observation or fire. It is faster than the low crawl or a sniper crawl, allowing more rapid movement under cover that is slightly higher, such as low vegetation, walls, or shallow ditches, while still prioritizing concealment. The high crawl is selected when the route provides cover and concealment, poor visibility reduces enemy observation, speed is now required. Start in a prone position on your stomach with your legs extended and arms bent at the elbows. Keep your weapon cradled in your arms or held close to your body, ensuring the muzzle is clear of the ground to avoid dirt or debris. Raise your torso slightly, resting your weight on your forearms and knees, keeping your head low to reduce your silhouette. Movement technique. Use forearms and knees. Move forward by alternating your forearms and knees. For example, advance your right forearm and left knee, and then your left forearm and right knee in a coordinated sequence. Stay low but elevated. Keep your body low to the ground but slightly elevated to the low crawl, using your forearms and knees to support your weight. Your torso should hover just high above the ground. Avoid dragging your body. Smooth motion. Move in a controlled, fluid manner to maintain balance and avoid sudden movements that could draw attention. Head position. Keep your head low but high enough to observe the terrain ahead and scan for threats or obstacles. Weapon handling. Hold your rifle close to your body, typically cradled in your arms or with one hand gripping it to ensure it's secure and ready for use. Ensure the weapon doesn't snag on the ground or vegetation and that it remains functional. No dirt in the muzzle. Position the rifle for quick access if you need to engage the target or transition to weapon movement. Terrain. Choose a route that provides cover, such as low vegetation, shallow depressions, or man-made structures, to stay concealed from enemy observation. Avoid areas of loose debris or noisy surfaces, such as dry or gravel, that could reveal your position. Use natural folds in the terrain to mask your environment. Breathing and pace. Breathe steadily and quietly to maintain stamina to avoid detection by the sound. Move at a moderate pace, faster than a low crawl but slower than rushing, to balance speed and stealth. Pause periodically to observe the environment, listen for threats, or reassess your route. Completion. Continue the high crawl until you reach your objective, such as a covered position, or until you can safely transition to another movement technique, such as the rushing or low crawl. Upon reaching your destination, lower yourself into a prone position or take cover to assess the situation. Key tips. Balance speed and stealth. The high crawl is faster than a low crawl, but requires maintaining a low profile to avoid detection. Minimizing silhouette. Keep your body as low to the terrain to reduce visibility. Noise discipline. Move smoothly to avoid rustling vegetation or clanking equipment. Terrain advantage. Use available cover and concealment to mask your movement. Physical efficiency. Distribute your weight evenly between your forearms and knees to avoid fatigue during extended movements. Synonyms for high crawl. I'm going to skip that, buddy.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and read them because they came up. That's why I added it.
Okay. High crawl is widely recognized military movement technique, but it may be referenced by different terms depending on the branch, training doctrine, or context. Common synonyms related to terms include kneel crawl, emphasizes the use of knees for support during movement. Elevated crawl highlights the slightly raised posture compared to a low crawl. Combat crawl suggests its use in combat situations requiring speed and concealment. Tactical crawl focuses on tactical application of the movement for stealth and maneuverability. Mid-level crawl describes the intermediate height between low crawl and upright movement. Soldier's crawl, a general term sometimes used to describe the technique in infantry training. Low crawl refers to its use under low cover or concealment. Skirmish crawl suggests its application in small unit skirmishes or engagements. These terms may vary slightly by military branch or operational context, but they generally describe a movement technique that balances speed, stealth, and low profile for advancing under moderate cover in combat situations.
And was sniper crawl the third one?
Second on the list, but I can get back to it.
I think that makes sense from a progression thing, because the low crawl, like you're doing this head thing like this. I think a sniper crawl, that's like you're
Head's in the dirt.
yeah, and you're pulling yourself
Where you have
like
your ear to the earth.
monkey crawl.
Yeah, that one.
I forgot how to hold your rifle, but it was basically just like this, kind of a, I think more bent over, but you're up on like your fours. So again, faster, less secure than the high crawl. And there's two documents in here if that is confusing.
I just find my way around. We jumped. All right, the sniper crawl. In an infantryman context, a sniper crawl, sometimes referred to as the kitten crawl, is advanced individual movement technique used primarily by snipers or reconnaissance personnel to move with extreme stealth across open or exposed terrain while remaining nearly undetectable. It is slower and more deliberate than the low crawl, emphasizing minimal disturbance in the environment and maximum concealment to avoid enemy detection or observation. Starting position. Lie flat on your stomach in the prone position with legs extended and arms bent at the elbows, close to your body. Keep your weapon cradled carefully in your arms, parallel to your body, or dragging alongside to avoid snagging or making noise. Ensure the muzzle and optics are clear of dirt or debris. Position your head low, just enough to observe the terrain ahead, minimizing your silhouette. Movement technique. Incremental movement. Move one limb at a time in a slow, controlled manner. For example, advance your right arm slightly, then your left leg, followed by your left arm, and then your right leg, in a deliberate sequence. Stay flat. Keep your entire body, including hips, head, and legs, as close to the ground as possible. Avoid any upward movement that could increase your profile or disturb vegetation. Hand and knee pressure. Use your fingers, palms, or forearms to gently probe the ground ahead for obstacles such as twigs or rocks. Before moving, push lightly with your knees or toes for forward momentum. Smooth motion, and move in a fluid, almost gliding manner, mimicking a kitten or snake to avoid sudden movements that could draw attention. Weapon handling. Keep your rifle as close to your body as often cradled in your arms or dragged alongside with the sling secured to prevent noise or snagging. Ensure the weapon is positioned for quick access if needed, but prioritize keeping it low and out of sight. Protect optics or attachments such as suppressors from dirt or damage. Terrain and environment awareness. Choose a route that maximizes natural cover, such as depressions, shadows, or tall grass to blend in with the terrain. Gently push aside vegetation or debris with your hands to avoid rustling or snapping. Then carefully replace it behind you to conceal your path. Like you're saying, that could be a very slow process.
It's
very
super
deliberate.
slow, very slow.
Move during low visibility conditions such as at dawn or dusk or under the cover of darkness if possible to enhance stealth. Breathing and pace. Breathe slowly and silently to avoid detection by sound or movement. Move at an extremely slow pace, sometimes taking minutes to cover just a few meters, to ensure no sudden movements betray your position. Pause frequently to observe and listen for the enemy activity or changes in the environment. Camouflage and concealment. Ensure your ghillie suit, if used, or camo blends seamlessly with the terrain. Adjust natural materials, such as grass or leaves, on your suit as you move to match the surroundings. Avoid creating a trail by minimizing ground disturbance using your hands to smooth out any marks left behind. Completion. Continue the sniper crawl until you reach your objective, a hide site, or observation point.
LPOP.
Just got a little distracted there.
Oh.
Where you can transition to another movement technique or setup. Once in position, remain still and concealed, preparing for observation or engagement without breaking cover. Key tips. The sniper crawl prioritizes invisibility over speed, requiring patience and discipline, focusing on extreme stealth. Environmental blend. Constantly adjust to the terrain, using natural cover to avoid any disturbance that could reveal your presence. Noise discipline. Every movement must be silent. Avoid equipment clanking or rustling vegetation. Situational awareness. Continuously scan for threats. Use minimal head movement to avoid detection. Physical endurance. The slow, deliberate pace is physically and mentally taxing, so maintain focus and conserve energy. Synonyms for the sniper crawl or kitten crawl. The sniper crawl or kitten crawl is a specialized technique, so synonyms are often context-specific or descriptive of its stealthy nature. Common synonyms or terms include stalk crawl, emphasizing the stalking aspect used by snipers to approach a target when detected. Ghost crawl highlights the near invisible movement, as if moving like a ghost. Silent crawl focuses on the noiseless aspect of the technique. Stealth glide describes the smooth, flowing motion resembling a glide. Recon crawl, used in reconnaissance context where stealth is paramount. Cat crawl, a variant of kitten crawl, emphasizing the soft, delicate movement like a cat. Shadow crawl suggests moving in a way that blends with the shadows or low visibility. Sniper inch highlights the slow, inch-by-inch progression of movement. These terms may vary slightly depending on military branch, training doctrine, or operational context, but they generally describe highly stealthy, prone movement technique designed for covert operations or sniper missions.
So to apply it now, think back to our so far, tags. Which of any of these would we implement?
High crawl.
Yeah.
Seems most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
I used low crawl to get out in the field
Yeah.
to effect.
Something I want to detour us on. There's that episode with the on Sean Ryan's show with the Vietnam vet, the SOG Vietnam vet. I can't remember his name.
I don't think I watched that. This is a recent one, like
Yeah,
Mac.
and he describes in way too much detail the stealth aspect of what he was doing there, and something that I don't see on here is you might also want to conceal smells and other things like that, so that way you're like completely in the environment. If you're gonna take, because there's that other dude on YouTube who's like the Spec Ops sniper. I don't know his name, but he talks about how you might be crawling in or getting into your recon position of your sniping setup for a week.
Yeah.
So you want to do as much as you can.
That other video last night, they were talking about, you're gonna have to bag your shit, keep it with you, take it with you. If in recon context.
Yeah, I'd bury it personally.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
So, one note, there was reference to silent crawl, you need to know how far your sound broadcasts, because you will never be silent. You will always hear yourself. So context dependent, thick moss, that's going to eliminate a lot of the travel for sound. If these trees were bare, it would reflect sound in a really weird way. So you can hear something, echolocate it to right there, but it might not be coming from there.
We noticed on the recon, I mean, it's not like we were loud as fuck. And they said there was about a halfway point where everything went silent. And I thought we were crashing through the woods still.
Knowing a little bit more about sound, because we're in construction, like, it's a big thing. Where we were walking against a hillside. That hillside is now telegraphing that sound directly to them. When we got lower and they couldn't hear us, we are now below that hill and there was a berm between us.
Yeah.
So now that's a whole nother aspect to what they're talking about here. Like if you were to find a ditch and low crawl through a ditch, I mean, I wouldn't low crawl through it. If you're completely concealed, like there's not much sound coming out from there.
Right.
You're in a trench. Another thing that SOG guy was saying on that Sean Ryan show was when he was doing that, because he was out solo in the bush for a long time, and he'd sneak up to the point where he was behind someone to just take him out with a knife. That was his thing. And he would carry pebbles with him too, so if he did break a twig or something, he would throw a pebble out to the side or back behind the person and just totally fuck them up. So it's like, I don't know where that sound came from. Just make confusion. I don't know. That's not necessarily a low crawl possibility, but it's a consideration.
Yeah. A lot of that stalking too is going to be done on foot, kind of punched down. So you're kind of leaning forward and then like going and feeling the ground with your toe and then slowly pushing the weight back.
And why are you
moving
doing that?
like that? So I want to feel like, oh, there's a stick. Is it going to break? I'll move my foot back just a little bit more and then slowly transition the weight so you don't get like the snap.
And why are you starting with your toe?
So that you have balance and feel. I can't really feel with my heel, and then once I commit, it's harder to slowly disperse the weight than with your toe.
There's another big aspect to it, though. I think you know it. You just aren't you're just not saying it.
Maybe I'm just not thinking of it.
Where does the sound go here if I were to break a twig versus here?
Oh yeah, out versus
Out
back.
versus back. Sorry, caveat there.
Yeah,
But
it's important shit.
shit to know about. That's stuff we learned from our native brothers. That's how they hunt.
Yeah, exactly. That's 99% of what I do when I'm hunting. If I'm walking.
So let's fast forward through the crawls, because there
Okay.
should be the movement stuff. Well, I guess that is movement, but
You mean like the prone method drop too?
yeah, we can cover that.
Okay.
Because there's different ways to get into prone.
Yeah. Okay. Put it there. And this is a popular spot. Prone method 1. Controlled drop to prone. Standard military method. Oh, never mind. In an infantryman context, transitioning from standing position to a prone position with a rifle is a critical skill used to quickly take cover, reduce your silhouette, or prepare to engage a target from a stable firing platform. The goal is to move efficiently, maintain control of your weapon, and minimize exposure to potential threats. Below are the different methods for going prone from a standing position while carrying a rifle, ensuring safety, speed, and readiness. Starting position. Stand with your rifle ready in the ready position, low ready or high ready, held with both hands.
Position.
Yep. Stand with your rifle in a ready position, low ready or high ready, held with both hands, muzzle pointed in a safe direction, downrange or at the ground. Feet are a shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent for balance. Step 1. Take a short step forward with your dominant foot to initiate the movement or maintain balance. Lower your body. Bend at the knees and waist, dropping into a squat while ensuring your rifle is secure in both hands, muzzle pointed forward or downward. Kneel. Lower one knee, typically the non-dominant knee, to the ground, placing it gently to the ground to avoid injury or noise. Keep your rifle closest to your chest or angled slightly forward. Extend to prone. Lean forward, placing your free hand, or both hands if possible, on the ground to control your descent. Extend your body forward, lowering your chest and hips to the ground while keeping your legs extended behind you. Position rifle. As you go prone, bring your rifle to a firing position, resting on the ground to cradled in your arms, or keep it alongside your body, ensuring the muzzle is clear of dirt. Completion. Lie flat on your stomach, legs extended, and head low to minimize your silhouette. Adjust your rifle to a ready position for firing or observation, ensuring it's stable and accessible. Key tips. Use your knees or hands to cushion the descent to avoid slamming into the ground. Keep your rifle close to your body as it prevents it from swinging or hitting to the ground. Practice smooth transitions to maintain control and reduce noise.
That felt sloppy.
Tired of talking about it, should we do it?
What?
Tired of talking about it, should we do it?
I mean, I just did it.
I know. It's just you, though. We just gotta watch you. We're doing it.
So this is taking a knee specifically first.
Correct. This is a very deliberate. What I think, like the first thing that I think about this one is like, say you're at a stop or a halt, and you're trying to take a better position. It's been 3 minutes. That's kind of where I see this one coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here.
Yep. Damn, dude, I would not think this. There's really that many mushroom hunters?
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Oh yeah.
Is it a season thing?
Yep. Yeah, when the rain comes, so do the mushrooms.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
I know you're right. But
I bet
just
it's
didn't think about
prime right now.
that. Yep.
Especially up towards that pit where there's that like 15, 20-year-old cut. That's where they're all going.
Did you do it?
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't. I was watching you.
You weren't, apparently.
I was the last one. Looks good. All right, prone method number 2.
Watch those knees.
Prone.
Yeah, the knee sucks.
This method will be used in high-threat situations such as under direct enemy fire, where speed is critical to avoid being hit. It involves a more dynamic and rapid drop to the ground. Starting position: stand with your rifle in a ready position, low or high ready. Grip firmly with both hands, muzzle pointed safely forward or downward. Be prepared to move explosively with knees slightly bent and body oriented toward the cover or the desired direction. Execution: initiate movement. If moving, example during a rush, sprint forward to a covered position or the ground ahead, 3 to 5 seconds max. Dive forward. Launch your body forward and downward, leading with your shoulder or chest while keeping your rifle tucked into your body or extended slightly forward to avoid landing on it. Break the fall. Use your free hand, forearms, or knees to absorb the impact as you hit the ground. Rolling slightly onto your side or stomach to avoid injury. Slide into prone. As you land, slide into or roll into a fully prone position, keeping your body flat and legs extended. Position rifle. Quickly adjust your rifle to a firing position, example shoulder or resting on ground, or keep it secure alongside your body, ensuring the muzzle is clear. Completion. Lie flat on your stomach, using cover such as terrain or obstacles to minimize exposure. Orient your rifle towards the threat or keep it ready for immediate use. Assess the situation, scan for targets, and prepare for further movement or engagement. Key tips. Practice diving to avoid landing on your rifle, knees, or face, which can cause injury. Keep your elbows bent and rifle close to prevent it from slamming into the ground. Use this method only when speed is critical. This is less controlled and riskier than other methods. Okay, I have a problem with this one. That's how you fuck up your forearm. Can you show it?
Yeah, so this was one of the Brent, 0331 videos, because there's like 6 different ways to go down, whether like you could somehow drop and support on your buttstock and go down. I think that's not as recommended, especially if fucking don't break my airsoft kind of thing. There's the I think the shoulder, I haven't done this, so probably won't get this right, but it was something like coming down and then get to like soften your blow.
It's just when you start doing this whole I'm going to stiff arm them thing against a hard object with your own body weight, that does not go well for our bodies.
Yeah.
So this is not ideal, but this can be a shock absorber.
Yeah.
So like,
you want to make a suspension system out of your body. And then I like the rolling over part, because then you're transferring your energy from splatting into rolling and getting back into it.
Always
another guy was commenting, I mean, he had a whole video on it, but it's getting in position, and he has this whole process where he's getting into various positions, getting into a seated, and being able to get up and roll. And that way it's not just a bam, fall on the ground.
Well, this is supposed to be very deliberate. If I'm taking fire, the other thing is, if you're taking fire, the threat now is worse. But you also don't want to be a casualty.
Right.
You not like, dude, if you're if your ulna sticking out of your arm because you stiff-armed a fucking boulder.
And that's why there's the, like, walking along, contact, going down, not landing on it, but getting support. Oh, my knee. Fucking getting old.
I feel your pain.
Cracked.
Isn't that good? Cracked is good, you know.
Is it? I don't know. I had one cracked one time that ended in 6 weeks of no walking.
Oh, the I think I mentioned it too. So there was the, like, walking along, oh shit, contact, getting in, and then I've been here, and so rolling, kind of like with airsoft, like shooting, like it's a Mexican standoff versus I'm shooting, changing positions every time, going low and high. Same kind of concept, I think, on rolling, and then you're not where the enemy expected you to be.
Yeah. Yeah, if you pop out the same spot, you're gonna get trapped. Like, I'll trap a spot, and I'll just have my rifle on that spot.
All right, what else is on there?
All right, method number 3, kneel to prone position, stealth or controlled. This method is slower, more deliberate, used in situations where stealth or caution is needed, such as avoiding detection or navigating uneven terrain. Starting position. Stand with your rifle in a low, ready position, held with both hands, muzzle pointed safely downward or forward. Maintain a balanced stance with feet shoulder width apart to avoid knees slightly bent. Execution. Drop to knees. Lower yourself into a kneeling position by bending both knees, placing one or both knees on the ground